What is up, family? Trail here, and we have some new information regarding our Social Security recipients. One of the biggest advocates for Social Security has released a new bill this week that would increase the amount of money our recipients do receive, as well as give the program a boost that it needs as well to survive an additional 75 years. Yes, we are talking about Senator Bernie Sanders, as well as some of his other colleagues in Washington. They have released a new bill for the Social Security Expansion Act of 2023, and I have the details to share with you today. Also, we have updated information regarding the student loan forgiveness plan by President Biden, and people out there still want to know, are they still going to forgive millions of dollars in student loan debt? Well, I will share with you in a moment, but first, if you enjoyed today's content and you want to see more, go ahead, subscribe to the channel. It's totally free. And if you like today's video, then go ahead and hit the like button for us. It really helps out this channel, as well as it tells YouTube to share this video with others. Now let's go ahead and start with the video. Well, guys, we have some breaking news to share with you today. And this is mostly in regards to our Social Security recipients, our seniors, our elderly Americans in this country. Those of you out there, yes, guys, we do have some good information from one of the biggest advocates for Social Security recipients, which is Bernie Sanders. And yes, guys, along with him and his other colleagues, Democrats, they have now introduced a new bill that is going to give Social Security a boost that it needs. Yes, guys, we have been talking about this for months and years as of now, and here it is, guys. We finally have a somewhat decent bill that is on the table, which this particular bill was actually introduced by Bernie Sanders, as well as some of his other colleagues are now co-signing for this particular bill. Now, the good information is that we actually have the full bill, which is around 48 pages long. We actually have that right in front of us, guys, so that is also some good information. But anyways, guys, this particular bill is going to, or the potential it has is for it to enhance the Social Security program. And yes, guys, we also have additional information that tells us about this particular bill, that originally Social Security was able to pay its benefits through the year of 2035. But with this new bill on the table, if this bill is approved, yes, guys, they're telling us that the program, the life could be expanded an additional 75 years. Now, this is very, very good news, guys, as we definitely don't want this particular program to be non-existent here in the future, which we do have certain individuals in Congress that are calling for to get rid of these particular entitlement programs, such as the Social Security program. But anyways, guys, the American people, Bernie Sanders, as well as his other colleagues, are not going to let that happen. And that is why they have decided to go ahead and put the time and effort towards improving the Social Security program, as well as giving it the boost that it really needs. And yes, guys, as you can see right here, that it says Bernie Sanders and progressive Democrats on Monday reintroduced a bill to increase Social Security retirement benefits and shore up the program's finances solely by taxing corporations and taxing the wealthy Americans. Yes, guys, Sanders has introduced identical bills in the past, including back in 2022, but the newest version of this piece of legislation comes out amid of a national debate over Social Security between President Joe Biden and congressional Republicans, and seizing on proposals like Florida Senator Rick Scott's plan to force Congress to renew all federal programs every 5 years, and a House GOP plan to raise the program's eligibility age. President Biden has accused Republicans of wanting to use debt ceiling negotiations to force cuts to the popular Social Security program. The GOP has forcefully denied that it would include Social Security in debt ceiling talks, but a concession that Biden sounded prepared to accept at last week's State of the Union address. And yes, at a time where nearly half of older Americans have no retirement savings and almost 50% of our nation's seniors are trying to survive on an income of less than $25,000 per year. He said that our job is not to cut Social Security, according to Bernie Sanders. He said that, look, our job is to expand Social Security so that every senior in America can retire with the dignity that they deserve, and every person with a disability can live with the security that they really need. Yes, guys, that is the exact statement, word from word, coming from Senator Bernie Sanders in regard to this new Social Security Expansion Act of 2023, which in turn is going to improve the Social Security Entitlement Program for years and years to come. In fact, they're saying that if this gets approved, this could be for an additional 75 years. This is very awesome news, guys. And like I said, we have the entire bill right here, 48 pages, which I won't necessarily read over this particular document for you, but I will include a link down below in the description so that you can check it out for yourself. And as you can see right here at the very top, it says that this is coming directly from Bernie Sanders' website, which is sanders.senate.gov website. But anyways, guys, this particular bill is 48 pages. Now, I will say the additional information that we were told in regards to this particular bill, they are trying to increase the amount of benefits that Social Security recipients actually receive. And yes, they want to increase it by $2,400. We have heard this last year in 2022, and here it is again, guys. We are hearing it again, once again, that they want to increase Social Security benefits by $2,400 per year. Now, the good news is that is amazing. Social Security recipients could really use and benefit from this amount of an increase in their pocketbooks. However, if you do go ahead and read this entire document, guys, 48 pages, you will find no mentioning of the $2,400 increase. Now, I'm not saying that they are not going to include the $2,400, but I will say that so far, this particular bill does not mention anything in reference to increasing the benefits by $2,400. But again, like I said, Bernie Sanders, as well as Democrats, as well as other colleagues that are trying to improve the Social Security program, they want to increase it by $2,400 per year at a minimum. So that is some good news. However, it is not mentioning anywhere in this particular bill. Now, one thing that I did find was this particular fact sheet in reference to the new bill, which is the Social Security Expansion Act of 2023. And we have sort of a synopsis or cliff notes, if you will. And I want to go ahead and go over some of the highlights that is mentioned in this particular fact sheet in regards to the new expansion program for our Social Security recipients. And you can see right here that it says that the Social Security Expansion Act would, number one, extend the solvency of Social Security for at least 75 more years. Number two, expand Social Security benefits across the board for current and new beneficiaries. Number three, it would increase the cost of living adjustments, or better known as the COLA increase. And yes, this is in reference to they're still using the CPI-E, which is the Consumer Price Index for elderly individuals. That is the good information. They want to go ahead and change it to use this particular new format or calculation. Previously, they were using the CPI-W, which pretty much uses what regular American individuals in this country spend on a daily basis, but that does not necessarily equate to our elderly individuals in this country. So the good information, they want to use this new calculation to figure out how much to raise the COLA increase. And then number four, it wants to require millionaires and billionaires to pay their fair share into Social Security, which means that those individuals would be paying up to $400,000 of their income towards Social Security versus the current level sitting at around $140,000 per year. So that is also some good news. And then we have the next one is to improve the special minimum benefit of Social Security recipients. This is in regards to help low-income workers stay out of poverty while updating the special minimum benefit to make it increase and indexing the benefit level so that it's equal to around 125% of the poverty level. So again, that is also some good news. And then we have the next one, which is to restore the student benefits up to age 22 for children or disabled or deceased workers. So that particular age limit would be increasing to the age of 22 years old. And then lastly, this would combine the Disability Insurance Trust Fund with the Old Age and Survivors Trust Fund. This would in turn help senior citizens and persons with disabilities in regards to the Social Security program. So again, guys, those are just some of the key facts or the highlights, if you will, from this new Expansion Act. And then also you can look right here on page 2 through page 3. It also lists out 52 other groups that have already endorsed this new Social Security Expansion Act of 2023. So again, guys, it does have a large amount of people supporting this particular bill. I'm sure it would still have to go through its negotiations and figure out what to keep in as well as what to remove from the bill in order for it to be passed in Congress. But again, the good news is that we do finally have a decent bill on the table that is going to boost our Social Security recipients with some additional benefits in their pockets. They definitely need it, guys, and us Americans need to make sure that we keep this program alive for many, many more years. Exactly right here, 75 more years. So anyways, guys, that is just some awesome news that I definitely want to share with you. But then on the flip side, we do want to go ahead and have an update in regards to the student loan forgiveness plan presented by President Biden last year. We do have some information in regards to that. They are saying that the Biden student loan forgiveness plan could actually reduce how much money that people pay and for exactly how long. Now, this is while student loan forgiveness continues to sit in court systems right now, waiting for a judge to decide whether or not they are going to allow for the student loan forgiveness presented by President Biden. So again, guys, that is just a little bit of a brief information in regards to this. This is going to allow student loan borrowers to pay less money back on their student loans, and also it could help them be on track for a shorter amount of time, and that is all depending on whether or not the new Biden administration rules takes effect later on this year and if it actually gets approved by the judges in the court systems. But right now, it is taking a lot of time right now. They are saying that this could go on a little bit longer. But in the meantime, low-income families as well as middle-class individuals are still struggling to pay their bills as well as alone paying their student loan debt, which we have some new data that is just released, guys. It says that the household debt this year has hit a new record of around $16.9 trillion, which this happened last quarter as consumers continue to load up on their credit cards. And that is mostly because of the high inflation that we've seen over the past 3 to 6 months or so. So again, guys, as you can see right here, Americans are struggling. They are struggling even more now than they were last year, which is very sad to say the least. But anyways, guys, it looks like Americans have had to look towards using their credit cards just to survive, just to put food on their table, which is why we have now hit a new debt record of $16.9 trillion. And then to top all that bad news off, we do have information in regards to around 171 Republican lawmakers are still fighting to stop the student loan forgiveness program from continuing. And yes, guys, this is all in reference to House Republicans don't want Biden administration to waive student loan debt in this country. They believe that if any American decided to go to college and decided to get those loans to pay for their particular college years in order to get a degree just to make ends meet as of today, even though they are still unable to pay their student loans, Republicans, or should I say some Republicans, believe that the Biden administration should not waive any type of student loan debt in this new student loan forgiveness plan. So again, guys, like I said, 171 Republican lawmakers are still fighting the effort to make sure that this student loan forgiveness plan does not get approved in the court systems or anywhere else, because they believe that every American should be able to pay their own student loan debt on their own, guys. But what do you think about this? Do you agree with this? Do you believe that the student loan forgiveness plan should stay in active status in order for this to be passed by the court system? Or do you stay with the 171 Republican lawmakers in regards to just canceling this forgiveness program altogether? Let me know down below in the comment section, guys. I'm curious to see how you feel about this. And then other news, we do have some information in regards to Californians that have student loan debt. We just found out out that around 6,500 Californians who took out student loans from this SoCal-based company is eligible for a little bit of money back into their pockets. Yes, guys, the LA City's attorney office filed a lawsuit against Premier Student Loan Center, claiming Premier made deceptive representations about its debt relief services. And they're saying that altogether around 87,000 consumers nationwide were eligible for restitution. California consumers are eligible for a total of around $7.1 million. Now, again, student loan debt continues to be a crushing burden for too many Americans, let alone those Americans in the state of California. And this particular attorney said that, look, my office will prosecute these types of claims using every tool at our disposal to continue and help victims get their money back into their pockets. This particular announcement is continuation of a strong consumer protection work that the Los Angeles City Attorney's Office has become known for throughout California and the nationwide. We will never hesitate to step in and protect our consumers. So again, they are saying that around 6,500 Californians who participated and went to this particular premier school, they could be eligible to receive some of this $7.1 million back into their pockets. So again, guys, that is some great news for Californians. And last but not least, guys, we do have information in regards to around 9 million people that actually received information in email that said that their student loan forgiveness was actually approved. Yes, guys, we just talked about this in regards to the Biden administration's student loan forgiveness plan. 9 million people received an email saying that their plan was actually approved. And the bad part about this is, guys, Americans were looking for the student loan debt to be completely wiped away. However, they recently found out that that particular email was a big mistake. Yes, guys, this is not true. However, they did receive the email, but so far, guys, like I told you, this particular student loan forgiveness plan is still in the court system. It's still trying to go through different pieces of legislation to figure out whether or not this is constitutional and whether or not Biden administration can continue on with waiving all student loan debt for those Americans in this country. But so far, guys, this has not happened. So again, hopefully we will receive more information about this sometime this year, and hopefully this goes in the right direction. But anyways, guys, I hope all this information in this video was helpful to you today. Well, anyways, guys, hey, that's all I have for you today. But don't forget to check out some of the items down below in the description, because there are a few links that could really support this channel, and it is free to you if you do so. Also, there are some other opportunities for you to receive some free money, some free cash, as well as how you can receive the Amazon Prime membership for totally free. But anyways, if you are interested, check out those links down below. But anyways, if you enjoyed today's content and you want to see more, go ahead, subscribe to the channel. It's totally free. And if you like today's video, then go ahead and hit the like button for us. It really helps out this channel, as well as it tells YouTube to share this video with others. But anyways, guys, hey, I appreciate you guys stopping by and watching, and I hope to see you on the next video. Peace.